Alright, so for today's video, this is something that basically when House came by watching Kaneko Kitten. So I'm just recently just my take about this, because this one, it feels out of context. Like, I get why people will be upset about this, but the fact that they went ahead and literally just freaked out over something that turned out was a bit of a issue that I could kind of see happening. That I get. Yeah, I can say it. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's get onto this one. So, before we go ahead and start, this video basically is, once again, pretty much is just nothing towards the person that I'm going to be talking about. As most of the time it isn't. But there are some times that I basically have to go ahead and talk about, like, hey, yo, bro, what the hell? But this is nothing against them, because they basically went ahead and they owned up to it. So, I will go ahead and I'll give them that. So, first of all, so the guy we're going to be talking about today is someone that goes by the name of Model 8197. And this man is a YouTuber I haven't really heard of before. And he goes ahead and he plays a lot of Roblox Jailbreak, which I can see. I mean, Roblox Jailbreak has just been decent. But recently, and by recently I mean like literally like a few weeks ago, this man nearly got cancelled just because people had accused him of being a pedophile after with the whole situation in part you can see from the whole Kilo Jish situation, and how he was talking with, like, basically, they were thinking he was talking with some underage parts, but the part, this gets weird, but kind of fucking messed up, is just the ages in consideration. I mean, I get the reason why they freak out about it, but, like, son, why the fuck are you freaking out about it? So, on a tweet that our buddy Model went ahead and made on Twitter, he went ahead and he was basically announcing that in a couple days, he was going ahead and turning 16. And mind you, these Discord messages that had him accused of being a pedophile really just happened recently. So, this is just something that people are kind of going ahead and taking into consideration, so. Anyways, with that going ahead and being said, it basically was, he revealed that he was going to be turning 16 in pretty much in a couple of days. Now, mind you, when he made those messages, he was 15, so once again, this man's basically slightly older than me. But the part about this is that when he went ahead and he did some more finding out, the person he messaged was a 14-year-old. So, everyone, if you're going to be watching this, you're going to be like, but that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. This is where I just came to a bruh moment there. Like, first of all, you can't accuse someone of pedophilia when they're 15 and they're talking to a 14-year-old. To me, I feel this is way out of context. Like, I feel somewhat this is pretty much way out of context to this part. Like homie, you're accusing a 15-year-old of being a pedophile. Like, what? The reason why I'm basically going ahead and mentioning that is just because the fact the guy was 15 when he made that stuff. So if he, like, once again I'm gonna say this, if he was over the age of 18, if he was 17, or maybe even like 16 and a half, I would have been like, okay, it's a big concern, like, if it was 16 or 17. But, like, 18, though, without a doubt, we would gladly be going ahead and basically be talking about this in a whole different story. Basically, this has been more of just me kind of going ahead and getting on him. Now, but once again, this is someone that basically could be in the same school group as the girl he's talking to. But, so that's just the weird part. So, I will say this though, like, even though he made this stuff, do I agree with what he said? I personally, without a doubt, I do not agree. I mean, that's really kind of stupid of you, and you gotta up to your actions. I mean, there's already a bunch of 18-year-olds or 16-year-olds being horny on Discord anyways, in leagues such as AFL. Yeah, AFL NSFW chat is something we can actually go ahead and we can talk about. Anyways. So, but luckily about this one, the best thing you can basically would mention is basically just kind of a bit of reprimand him, just be like, hey yo homie, we can't let you go ahead and be doing this, because you could be at risk of being approached by a child predator, and and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. Like, we don't want this to happen to you. Like, that's what should have been done here. And yeah. Anyways, our buddy model here went ahead and he basically kind of owned up to the whole thing because he took to Twitter to go ahead and announce the whole thing, like a bit of a statement. And basically, he did apologize for the whole thing, saying that basically, at this point, he basically felt like it was, since they're in the same age thing, yada yada yada. Which, once again, I get it, but it doesn't make sense though. But he also goes ahead and goes on and says that, also goes into detail about how YouTubers, we basically go ahead and we are basically different off the thing. Like, we can basically go ahead and we can be nice here, but we can just be very anger generated online and all that stuff. Which, once again, I'd get, because, But, yeah, that's just basically that's just basically just the starters, so. But that going ahead and basically being happening. He basically went ahead and he pretty much also, in a way, defended himself right there. And he basically said, in the end, how I act, basically, while I'm not playing Jailbreak or stuff like that, it's who I am. It's on me. If you basically don't like it, then go ahead and please leave. Or you can go ahead and leave. I could have gone, basically, in a way, I basically would go ahead and get it. Well, some people would, keep in mind from, a teenager's perspective of the whole thing, I basically kind of get where he's kind of coming from. But, yeah. But also, homie, you can't be going ahead and doing this. But at least you went ahead and apologized for the whole thing. And actually made sure you are pretty much aware of this for the future. And you're not trying to go ahead and actually catch a case. So, I'll give that to my homie there. So, Model, if you do watch this, I will give you basically a good job of going ahead and apologizing. But, from advice from me, don't go ahead and do it, homie. No. Anyways, how my whole thing on this is that this this could basically go ahead and really just I can't really relate this one to the whole house situation that we had, because but for the house situation, that's because in her case she was the underage ones, and a whole lot of other things that people were just worried about, and she was hiring a staff 19 and blah 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 blah, blah that we're not gonna go and really talk about. There's a reason why basically I didn't show any stuff in that 30 for 30 thing, or don't show any what they basically went ahead and said. Anyways, this basically goes ahead and also should be letting content creators know that if you basically are gonna go into content creation, you just have to just go ahead and just be professional, because it's like basically now if he basically just wants to go ahead and you want to act like a normal teenager on Discord and just really just go ahead and flirt with the girl, you're basically gonna get accused of catching a case, and even if she's around your age or something like that. It's kind of stupid, and it basically would be like, I don't know, me just going ahead and basically wanting to pretty much hang out with Gabs, and we basically go ahead and basically flirt with each other, and someone goes ahead and discovers this, and they're like, hey, this man Chaos is a pedophile, and makes a video on it. Like, you can't. This doesn't make sense. You feel me? Like, it doesn't. So, yeah. Anyways, that's gonna basically be it for today's video, because, to be honest, I just don't know why they would go ahead and try to go ahead and cancel this poor Ruin. The best thing you can try to do is at least reprimand him. But, once again, the person that tried to go ahead and basically accuse the dude of pedophilia didn't also clarify the age thing, so they left it up for the audience to decide, which kind of fucking sucks, and it also shows how, Make-A-Wish, the Roblox community can be. But yeah. Anyways, that's basically all. That's basically gonna be go ahead and that's gonna be all. Thank you so much for going and watching. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on DeviantArt. Follow me on pretty much yeah. Follow me on Roblox too. Also join my Roblox group, link down below in the description, and also join my Discord. Also, a link down below in the description. And aside from that, I'm your boy Brown DC, the Bull. You already know. And I'll go ahead and I'll see you next time. Saddle up, saddle out, peace out, let's go.